Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. In 2017, Rolex began to, roll out precious metal Daytonas on the Oysterflex strap bracelet, and that's exactly what we have here in yellow gold. Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona reference 116518LN Lunette Noir. It is a black ceramic bezel on a yellow gold case. Now the watch is 40 millimeters in diameter, 12.2 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 47.7 millimeters, and it has a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We pop open the clasp, which has both a clamshell and a lift lock system, and we throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters circumference. Taking a quick look, you can see it's a nice compact watch. It's nowhere near the edge of my wrist. It's suitable for men and women, I believe. I've seen Daytonas on bracelets worn by both. This one's even better suited as it doesn't feature solid end links. So I can imagine it working on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, and you can see it is very low. It'll slide underneath the cuff if you wish. Once again, my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference. Oysterflex, originally launched in 2015 on the Yachtmaster, is best described as a bracelet sheathed in rubber. So it cannot be cut, but it has many outstanding features, starting with that very durability. There's a super flexible titanium nickel alloy band inside it. You can see Oysterflex is its proper name, not a nickname. It has a bellows on the bottom that serves to create an air pocket to vent the wrist, but it also helps to cinch down and provide a proper fit on wrists that might be between sizes, because you cannot cut this bracelet. It has metal inside. There are several different lengths available, and this little bellows system helps to make up the difference. Now, if you want to further adjust, there are options. Inside the clasp, we have Easy Link, which is a tool-free in and out 5 millimeter adjustment system. And then you can see inside with little tracks leading in, there are 3 divots, and you can use your strap tool to move the spring bar to change the anchoring point of the bracelet inside of the clasp. Now you can see it's nicely made, combination of polish and satin. We have a beak and a hook internally. That's the lift lock system. That's the first lock. The clamshell is the second lock. There's a little curve to dig in your nail and more easily manipulate the locking system. The case is gorgeous, fluid, with lugs that are tapered, fine, and all polished. We have these little end links. They're not actually part of the bracelet. They're actually attached to the case, but they're there to make sure that the gap between strap and case is closed perfectly, so it looks integrated as though we're on a bracelet. We have a trip lock crown in gold. You know that because you have 3 dots, with the center dot being the largest. Screw down crown, screw down chronograph pushers, 100 meters of water resistance. We have a ceramic bezel to help resist scratches, and you can see that the wells, the indices, the calibrations, the letters, all of that is a yellow gold deposit. So you have yellow gold deposited inside ceramic. The dial is gold, and it's not made of solid gold, but it is gold in color, and it has a sunburst metallic that radiates out from under the hands. We have blackened gold indices, and we have gold hands, as well as Rolex crown, gold, true gold, 18 carats. They will not oxidize over time. We have a lovely sort of black on gold panda, and you can see there are polished chapter rings for each of the sunken sub-registers. Let's do a quick lume shot. You can see this is Rolex's proprietary Chromolite loom. Rolex makes its own loom, lube, and yes, its own alloys. It has its own foundry. Rolex makes its cases and its clasps, as well as its movement. Inside the case, we have Rolex automatic manufacturer caliber 4130, 72 hours of power reserve, bidirectional automatic winding, 44 joules. It features a stop seconds function. It has both a column wheel and a vertical clutch to operate the chronograph. The vertical clutch for seamless operation with no jump, and the column wheel for crisp actuation. Of course, the watch is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, but Rolex goes beyond, assuring you that the watch has been tested to no worse than -2 + 2 seconds per day as a fully cased up watch before leaving the factory. That is the basis for that term, superlative chronometer. It beats away at 8 beats per second. It has a full balance bridge and a free sprung index for greater shock tolerance. This was the first Rolex movement to use a rotor bearing rather than a jeweled staff, again for shock tolerance. And it has a blue oxidized niobium zirconium hairspring that is anti-magnetic. Rolex calls that Parachrom Blue. The overcoil profile of that hairspring also enabling the watch to keep consistent time via concentric breathing of the hairspring in any physical position. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.